Okay, here we go. So we would add the pennies. And we would count them as we went, and we would see if we were able to make it to 300, which I'm not going to waste our time doing today. But I did want to talk to you about the construction of this. So it doesn't look good. This is my bridge. It does not have the middle support, you'll notice. It is only spanning, I guess right there, a little over 3 inches. And its length is a little more than 12 inches, if you can see that from there. So it might not quite meet all the requirements, but for the time that I had to do it and the type of straws I had, I think that's the best I could do. Unfortunately, at home, all I had were the straws with the bend in them. The students will have straight straws, and those will work so much better. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how I'm going to construct these. And so I'm going to show you just some things that I learned. So you'll have rubber bands and you'll have straws. Obviously, groups of straws are going to work better. So for the main beam going across, I did groups of 4. And you would want to rubber band them, not too tight to where but just tight enough to where they stay. And like I said, unfortunately, those joints there are going to make this a little more difficult. But I would make several long beams, and you could do it 2 ways. I chose to bend there and insert it in. So I would make another section of 4 beams, of 4 straws, and then I would insert them into that section. That's what I mostly did. So you'd have to sit there and do each individual one. And that does take some time. But afterward, I thought it's possible what you could do is, when you get to this point, join them together with the rubber band. So let's see if I can kind of show you that. I didn't do this, but the idea occurred to me that this might have been a better idea. Really having to stretch that rubber band around. But you could, at this point, even just put it around the 4 right there. So that's another way to make your long beams that you're wanting. And then what you do, so after you have a group of these that are going across, so I would go ahead and do another set of 4 down here, let's say. I like to work with the even number because I'm going to show you how I'm going to separate them in a minute. So I'm going to put this as close to the bottom as I can so that it's kind of like that one. So let's go ahead and do another set here. Reach around. All right, now it looks like I need to get them on the bottom more. Okay, so I'm going to line those up on the bottom. I'm going to finish off my rubber band by twisting it here and just going over those 4 right there. Okay, and then I'll do... Olive, can you bring me another rubber band, please? Actually, bring me a bunch. They're in that drawer in the kitchen. Okay, so after you've got several of these, you would do both sides so that you could have 2 beams going across. So you're going to make 2 of these the same length, whatever you choose it to be. Then when you do that, you can take these straws and you can insert them. And the way I did it, a helpful way to do it, is to take one of your rulers, take a ruler, put it in between 2 of them, turn it up like that, and then go ahead and take a big group of straws and put them here for your cross slats. And you'll do that on both sides so that when you take the ruler out, they're kind of trapped in there. So they would be trapped in on this side of the beam, and they'd also be trapped in on this side of the beam. And you would do the same for as many straws as you can going across. I didn't do a good job of that, so I'm telling you in hindsight, that's a good way to do it. Now, for the triangle supports that run along the side, to make a triangle, you're going to need 2 straws, and you're just going to bend them. I would bend them where you inserted it, and then like I said, I wish I didn't have these, the flexible ones, but that's what I've got, so I'm gonna go with it. You want to try to make them, let's see, as much, I guess, of an equilateral as you can. So, when you have your triangular bases, actually I told you wrong. You're going to insert these 2 ends into the ends here. So your beam, you're going to take your triangle ends and you're going to insert them in. to the ends. So I'm going to bend that one up. Now what I did was, okay, that one may be too big. I'm going to actually go back on what I said. I think I did only use one straw, now that I think about it, because I bent this end up. But you can kind of figure out if you want to use 2 or 1. It's up to you. But the triangular supports, I did 2 on each section here. I did 2. So I would do another one here, and then I join them together at the top, if you can see, by another group of rubber bands. So I did the beam on the bottom. I connected them this way. Here, Lily, get this video right here. I connected them to the beam by turning up 2 ends of the beam and connecting them. And then I connected them at the top with a large set of straws and rubber bands. That's all I used. So after you make the 2 beams on the bottom, you then want to make the triangular supports. After you've made the triangular supports, you then want to do the ruler trick, where you put the ruler in, turn it, and add the slats to it. After you've added all the slats that you can going across, and you definitely want them to be in the middle where the cup is going to be and the pennies, but going across kind of gives it more support too. That's just up to you, like I said. You can then go in and do, through these that are going across like this, you can go in and do your bottom pieces. So to do those, again, I just stuck the straw in to end. You're going to do your supports that are touching here. So you're going to connect those to the slats that run across, and you're just going to put a little ball of clay at the end of them, and you're going to have to work with your partner to make sure that someone's holding the bridge while your partner's putting this, the clay balls in. So if you can remember to do your beams first, your triangular supports next, the top of the triangular support after that, then go in and do your slats going across, then go in and do the supports that are going to connect to the balls of clay at the bottom, then you should be able to support a good many number of pennies. That's it.